This is the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 25, and it reads through the Holy Scriptures. And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth, disgrace of nations with perplexity, and the seas and waves one. And this is 2nd Ezra, chapter 2, Salaki, 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, Second Ezra chapter 9 verse 2. I meant to say verse 3. Second Ezra 9 verse 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars in the people of the world. My apology. Go to the next verse. Second Ezra chapter 15 and verse 16. It says, for there shall be sedition among men, invading one another. They should not regard their kings nor their princes in the course of their actions to stand in their power. Shalom, first and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Shalom. I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wakakadash. Shalom to the elders of Great Millstone for preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered to the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And I say Shabbat Shalom as well too to the Akim out there. And this is a news article from ArabNews.com, and this is a sit-down lesson that I want to bring out once again. And it reads, Lebanese protests attack banks after a parliament again fails to elect president. And keep this in mind, I would say for the past couple of years or so, Lebanon was dealing with economic woes and bank financial crisis as well too, and economic currency crisis as well too. So keep that in mind as well too. It says a disgruntled depositors take to the streets of Sin El Fil in Mount Lebanon, and other protesters in front of Al-Min Mosque in downtown Beirut. It says protesters vandalized vades of several banks and set tires all right in a suburb about 8 km east of Beirut on Thursday. It says frustrated as being denied access to their money. It says the attack targeted banks. Because I remember, I believe it was like last month, like a month and a half ago, I did a similar sit-down lesson to this when they had a previous protest, kind of similar to this, with the citizens wasn't able to get their money out of their banks. There have been a lot of uprisings of protests of that as well too. And now this is the latest protest within the last month or so. So this is the latest of it. It says the attacks target branch of Bank Adi Bank of Beirut and Balbus Bank in Sin El Fil in Mount Lebanon. The government, soldiers, and internal security forces were deployed at several banks in Beirut out of fear of similar attacks. Other groups protest in front of Al-Min Mosque in downtown Beirut, raising banners condemning any encroachment on their funds and accusing their justiciary of corruption. They demanded the return of their money and called for central bank governors Rod Samak, the Associated Bank, or any other official involved in corruption to be brought to account. It said joining the protest was Asim Kavradet, caretaker minister of the displaced, who represent the Lebanese Democratic Party led by Talal al-Sham, an ally of Hezbollah and the Syrian regime. The protest came just 24 hours after the Lebanese parliament fails to elect president for the 12th time. Political observer who was asked not to be named said the protests on the streets of the predominantly Christian area had a political message. Protesting in front of the bank branches aims to send a political message to pressure the opposition, which refused Hezbollah's candidate Suleiman Frangel for the presidency. He said similar protests happen after every voting section. He added, Hassan Magali, head of Lebanese Depositors Association, told Arab News, we refrain from taking to the streets to avoid being accused of politically motivated. It says today, I don't know why this group, which belongs to another gathering of depositors, took to the streets. They consist no more than 50 or 60 people, while the numbers of depositors of Lebanese exceeded 2 million. Therefore, our questions about the party that mobilized the streets are particular time, especially considered to no new directives has been issued by the central bank regarding the freezing deposit and situation remains the same. Lebanese is currently experiencing an intense polarization as political forces align themselves with two camps that resemble the previous March 8th and March 14th alliance. Christian public political forces with conflicting interests have come together to support the single candidate Ajahad Azar in opposition to the candidate of Hezbollah and the Amal movement, also known as the Shia duo. Various parties complete based on the majority and minority form. So I ain't gonna read all the rest of that. So this was a latest protest that took place over there in Lebanon as of Thursday. As it says, Lebanese protesters attacked banks after preliminary again fails to elect president. So with that, hopefully this lesson was edifying. So with that, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wakakadash. Shalom to the elders of Great Millstone for preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered to the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely as well too. And until next time, I will say shalom. Shabbat shalom.